Assalamualaikum adik-adik, this is Datan Shisekai and you're watching the Leeway Teapot main building. This time we're gonna furnish it, and let me tell you, it was difficult. It was very difficult because in the sense many of the furniture is just quite big, and inside of the teapot when we would add furniture it was still quite big actually, but here in The Sims, it felt so small. It was so hard actually just to get something in it. So here we go, just trying everything out. Starting with the kitchen. So instead of making the teapot like a normal house, I turned it into like a community building. Starting with the kitchen, because of course we need to have good food if you're going to stay at a place. So, and a lot of ideas that I actually had just wouldn't work. It drove me insane. But yeah, it'll have to do. Can't complain too much. I still like how it turned out though. So, yeah, that's the kitchen. I still wanted to give it like this, how do you call it? Like, I don't think it's called rustic, but at least a feel that we are still in the Genshin world. Like, give it all those old elements, like the stove. I love that stove. It just feels right with the Genshin feel, in my humble opinion. Even though it's more Mondstadt feel than Liyue feel, but whatever. It'll have to do. So we're going to decorate it with some tea, with some coffee, cause there is always time for tea and coffee. You have to just have tea and coffee in your home. Alright, then we have our board to make sure we can put some notes, because we definitely gonna need the notes. Add some towels. Well, usually it's a towel and a tea towel. At least in Dutch we call it a theedoek, which is literally translated as a tea towel in English. So yeah, now we're moving on to more like the living room area, and oh no, wait, this is the bathroom. And yeah, because those windows are quite big, and to make sure no one is peeping in, I just use those blinds to make sure that there's still some sort of privacy. You just can just close the thing and call it a day. And here with the tower rack, I actually wanted to put items in there, but for some reason it just wouldn't work, and it drove me up the wall. So I had to find something else that would work in order to place items on it, but it didn't want it to go the way I wanted to, so I just left it as it is. So, and as you can see, I'm going to stop. Yep, here it is. New day, new try. Because for some weird reason my Sims wouldn't listen to what I was doing, and it drove me up the wall. So yeah, I had to do it in 2 parts. But as you can see, we're now moving to the main hall. And I actually turned it into like, I guess, how do you call it? A dining room? More or less. So yeah, I just added the table, and later on there's gonna be a bar. Added some elements to show that there is some alcohol, cause since we have Kaya in this build, in this sim save, we definitely gonna need that alcohol for him. So yeah, now we're moving on to the, sorry about that. Now we're moving to the living room space, which is also very difficult. I actually wanted to give it a big television, but if I make the television a little bit big, it just got too big, and that didn't feel correctly. So now I just went with that one. It'll do. It'll have to do. And more cheats for the BB move up checks, because for some reason we cannot put the table there while there is enough space, as you can see. So add some lightning. I really love the new Oasis kit. I really love a lot of the items that are in there. So yeah, did a little bit of shopping myself with the sale that Origin has right now. So that was actually good timing. So yeah, here we are again, trying to find something to add. I really like those crystals though, but it just didn't feel correct. because the crystals in sorry about that. The crystals inside of Genshin Impact, though, we can actually use them, and they are to make sure that we can enhance our weapons and everything. But for some reason, it didn't feel right to put on that wall, so I went with a different painting and just add some plants, because yeah, I want to actually add also another coffee table there, but it would make the room just too small, so I stopped with that. And here we are trying to get the blinds, which for some reason just won't clip correctly the way I want it to, which is also a pain in the butt. But eventually I did got it to work. It just took a lot of tries. And here, same old. Still had to use BB move objects to make sure that everything could fit, but still it wouldn't fit the way I wanted to. But yeah, so I tried something else. I just went with the blinds again, make it sure, like, they call those things in English even. In the Netherlands we call them rolluikens. Sheesh, what is it in English? I'm gonna look that up. Hold on. While you keep on looking at how I'm covering all the windows with some curtains. Hold on, let me just find the word, the correct English word for the Dutch word that I just said. Hold on. They're just called blinds. Oh, okay. I believe you with that Google Translate. If it's wrong, please tell me. Anyway, so yeah, here we are with the bar. Let's try to go find something to add a little bit of flair, because it looked very empty. I wanted to actually add some more bookcases in that corner, but because of the stairs it wouldn't work. So I just went, yeah, never mind. Just gonna put the bookcase over there. I had to delete that lamp, which was actually pretty sad, because I really like that lamp. I really like that wall lamp there, but it wouldn't work, of course. So we just had to go with a different one. It'll have to do. So yeah, here we go. Last room. I turned that into more like a guest room, so in case if you want to make a story and someone enters the premises who's ill or wounded or whatever, if you want to make that kind of story, they can just rest over there in the main building. Added another chair so someone can watch over them. I thought it would be fun to put it in that corner, but eventually I put it closer to the bed, which gives it a more warm feeling, and basically that's it in that room. There's nothing more in that room. But yeah, then after that, oh yeah, there was 2 rooms upstairs, that's true. So I turned one room into I don't want to call it a library. It's way too small to call it a library. Just let's call it a study. And those bookcases actually look a lot like the ones that we can actually craft inside of the game, inside of the Genshin Impact game, inside of the Teapot. So I was really glad about that one. Unfortunately, the table was not the same story, so I went with the table that had about the same shade as the bookcase and just put them close to the window, so there's at least some sort of place you can sit down and have a read, and there's nothing else I can place in that room because, again, it's just too freaking small. So I had to go with some other way to give it some flair. Just added some pictures, some flowers. And now the last room. Oh, there. Nope, we're not going to the last room just yet. I'm just gonna give it some alcohol, because a bar without some booze is not a complete bar. So there we go. And now Kaya doesn't have to complain about it either. And here we just add some flair to the bathroom. Just give it a washing place. I believe I added the hamper in there as well. No, I don't. So this room is actually also one of the rooms that is barely that has barely anything inside of it. I only put a chest table in there and a painting easel, and that's it. Because again, those rooms are just too small to put anything in there. While when you do it in Genshin Impact, the room is so big that you can't put so many things inside of it. So, but yeah, it'll have to do. So now we're up to the outside, and we're gonna decorate it a little bit to make it, how do you call it, like a terrace? I guess this is a terrace, so just place to chill, how you can vibe. If it's evening, especially when it's evening, it's just lovely when it's evening and you can just chill outside, especially in the summer. Especially now here in the Netherlands, the summer evenings are just, I can't explain it properly, but it's just lovely just to sit outside with a book, little lightning. Did I add some lights in there? Yeah, I did. And the other side I made more like a picnic table mood. I didn't add a barbecue in there, I think. No, I didn't. I didn't add the barbecue. 2 chairs there. There we go. All done. So the front door, I wanted to give it the front side also a little bit more decoration. I just went with those planters. It really gave a warm feeling that way. So, and the rest of the game I just added some bushes, some flowers, and I believe 2 trees to make it sure that it's not too empty, because on the opposite of the main building I'm gonna build the actual living quarters for our sim, because remember, I need to build 15 bedrooms. I need to make 15 bedrooms and one like master bedroom where all the fun stuff happens, because we're going to do a 100 baby challenge on this. But that's where we end, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I see you in the next one. Assalamualaikum.